You see them. 3 glasses. And he's had to unfortunately go out and get this horrible thing. Right. Okay. And this for the demonstration. Okay. And we have our lovely excess. My favorite, the wild berry one. Nicely chilled. And he's got the grapefruit one and the orange one. And you all see that clearly? Yeah. Okay, good.
Yes.
Right.
Very good.
I've done half your demonstration. Okay. You sent it, Naka.
Yeah.
Do you want to just start straight with the demonstration while that's going through? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna
Yeah.
just
Just
very quickly, I will talk through. You've got about 10
the
minutes.
history of excess is actually interestingly started by 2 friends, and originally their company, they wanted to make drinks for diabetics, and what they found was that they produced this excess drink, and the first thing they wanted to do was put it into the shops, just like a normal business. So they did food tasting. So they went to various outlets and they used to give samples out to the customers, and the customers loved the taste. So what they would do then is then agree with the shop owner, give them some stock and let them put them on the shelves. What they found, although the customers loved the taste of the excess drink, it wasn't selling very well in the shops because the shop owners would put the excess drink next to the Red Bull shelf. And what they found was that people recognized the Red Bull name, but not the excess name. Even though when they did the tasting samples up and down the country, people preferred the excess drink over the Red Bull taste. Okay? So when they did some more market research, what they found was that the one option they had left in front of them was to advertise, just like any other business, in order to get people to recognize the excess name so it can compete with the Red Bull name. Make sense? And the numbers that I remember seeing on the slides at the time was that the consultant said that to advertise throughout the whole of the US, because that's what they had to do, on TV adverts, radio adverts, the budget was coming to $80 to $90 million. Now, the 2 friends, they decided, no, we can't do this. First of all, we don't have that kind of money. And secondly, we don't want to be competing on advertising because it's all down to marketing. We want this product to compete on itself, on taste, and the value it gives to each customer. Now, it just so happens that I don't know if both of the friends, but at least one of them just happened to be an Amway business owner at the same time. Okay, so what they did, they had this idea that we do not want to compete with Red Bull on advertising budgets. We don't have that money. Red Bull has much more. They approached their upline in America and they told them about excess. The upline had the taste and they really liked it. And it's through that connection as ABO ship, the ABO ship high up the line at the diamond level started talking with the Amway leaders. And that's how the connection was made with Amway. Now, obviously, when Amway takes on a product, they're not going to have it selling in shops. And the 2 friends were more than happy with this because they just had to supply Amway. They had no advertising budget to worry about. Amway will do all the distribution. And that's how that relationship started around about maybe 15 years ago. Okay, and ever since, excess has always been part of the Amway family. Now it's part of the brand. Okay, so that's how it came about, which is quite interesting because it just shows that if Amway business owners have good ideas, the Amway leadership are more than willing to take a look and take them on board and put it alongside their other products. Okay, so that's how it came about. Now, in terms of what Hajindra and I do, when we do a presentation on excess to people, we do like to do this particular demonstration. And I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so what we do, we have 3 glasses. Well, you can have as many glasses as you like, 1 for each product. And on the one hand, we have, I bought this today, Red Bull.
Yeah, I've just shown all that. You can skip that.
The regular one, Monster. It's 500 ml little can, and it doesn't matter which we use. We tend to love the grapefruit, the wild berry, and the orange one. Okay, you could use any one of these. So what we would do is we would try to mimic what happens in our stomach. So we're going to use milk. Okay. So we put milk into each of the 3 glasses. That's basically what's going to be like inside your stomach. Okay, protein, carbohydrates all mixed up. They're about the same. Okay. So if we take, say, Monster, which is quite popular, and then put the Monster, mix it in with the milk. Okay. Could you get a spoon, 3 spoons? Can you see that going into the glass? Is that okay? Okay, so I'll just put this under behind. Then we have the Red Bull. And in it goes, about the same volume. And then which color shall I use? Which color do you like for excess flavor? Wild berry? All right, let's put in wild berry. Thanks. And in it goes. And roughly the same amount. Now, you leave it for literally, we've only literally left each one for about 1 minute each. Now, this one was Monster, and I don't know if you can see. This is what's happened to the milk. Can you see the lumps? So this is what we would do. This is how it would mix in with the contents of your stomach. They go lumpy, and I'm not even going to try and drink this. Okay, so this is Monster. Okay, can I just show them I don't know if you can see this, but the Red Bull is even worse. Can you see the bottom half is always is now liquid. The top half is gone even more lumpy. That's what happens there. Okay, so even if I mix it up, it's the same all the way through. Okay, and with the excess, yeah, it's gone lumpy a little bit. Mix it around, and it's a lot less lumpier. Usually when we do this with milk and with, I think with the orange one, or the tropical one they use, it's just pure milk, okay? So it's a lot less invasive to your stomach. In fact, there's nothing there. This one I could drink. This one I can drink myself. But these two, they're just all over the place. This is just way over. So it's basically, I think the English word is they curdled. Okay. So whereas this one is nice and uniform. Okay. But when we do this in with people in front of us, the difference is really stark. Okay. So if anything, the message is that when you drink excess, it's going to go into your body, but it's not going to interfere in the way that these other products are going to interfere. This excess, this is Red Bull. It's, if you can just see, can you see the water on the bottom? And it's curdled at the top, and that's even after mixing it. It separates out again. So this is really, really, that's how bad it is. Okay. And what we find is that when we show this demonstration, our people looking at the demonstration, they're much more open to taking a can home to try out. And we normally say put it in the fridge and drink it when you're a little bit tired. Okay. The other thing with the excess products is that whereas Red Bull, the popular products have got sugar in there. The energy that you get from Red Bull and Monster is from the sugar itself, glucose syrup, for instance. So when you drink the excess, your energy level, they do shoot up. There's no doubt about it. They will shoot up really high and you become really hyperactive in some cases. But when the glucose that's in the Red Bull and the Monster is used up by the body, then there's a crash. Your energy level doesn't come down slowly, it just totally crashes. So if you drink like 2 cans of excess or Monster in one go, you will feel the crash. The excess formulation is different. The products do not contain added sugar In fact, the sugar content is pretty much close to zero. The orange one does contain some fruit, so the sugar comes from that, but otherwise it's pretty much negligible. What happens is the energy that the body uses is in the form of vitamin Bs. Vitamin Bs, one of their properties is to help the body release the energy from the food you've already taken into your that you've eaten earlier on. So when you get your energy level, it won't go like this. It goes gently up, stays there for some time, and then it comes gently down. And that's one of the biggest differences between excess and the other products. Now, when excess came out, Red Bull didn't have vitamin B, nor did Monster. So when they learned what excess was doing, you'll see they've added vitamin Bs into their products, but they will still have sugar, the normal, the full sugar products. But if you look at the amount of vitamin B, it's a lot less. Pretty much excess will hit 100%, maybe even 200, 150% of what your body normally requires in the day. So it's actually lacing your body with vitamin Bs. Okay. And we have been adding various drinks and flavors. I think the latest one is the water one. This is not carbonated. One thing to watch out for that is whereas all these other products, they're okay for vegetarians. Okay. But the latest one, I would say just watch out for that one because the taurine that's used in these products is synthetic. But the latest one, which has got the water one, the decarbonated one, the taurine that comes from bovine sources. Okay, and that's in the Amway literature. So if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, then you want to keep away from that one. Okay, but the other products are fine. Okay, so that's worth watching. The other thing worth noting is that the amount of caffeine. Okay, so and it's very, very clever marketing actually. If you look at the Amway pack at the back, I think it says quite clearly how much caffeine is in there. Okay, so the Amway Excess products normally have the same amount of caffeine that you would if you went to a coffee shop and had coffee. It's around about anywhere from 6 to 80 milligrams. Whereas Monster and Red Bull, their caffeine level is a lot higher. So I tried reading the Monster one today, just before this meeting, and surprisingly enough, they don't actually tell you what the caffeine is very clearly. It's all hidden in the text. We're all about marketing because there's a lot more people now saying caffeine, too much caffeine for your body can affect your heart rate. Okay, and that can create conditions. Hello, sorry.
Sorry, she's just joined on.
Oh, okay. So the amount of caffeine. So what Monster have done, tucked away in their little text, they put 32 milligrams of caffeine per 100 ml of Monster. So this can is actually a 500 ml can. So in other words, it's 5 times 32, which is over 150 milligrams. Compare that to a normal cup of coffee, that's almost twice as much. Now, why is that significant? It's extremely significant because I don't know if many people know. Quite a few years ago, there were competitions, sports competitions happening in I think at the Olympics or somewhere. And one of the French runners, I think he was going to do pole jumping or something. Because he wanted his energy levels to be high, he took 2 Red Bulls. Okay. And while he was doing the sports, his heart went into palpitation, heart fibrillation. In other words, it's beating so fast, it wasn't actually efficiently pumping the blood around. To cut a long story short, he died in that competition. And when people made the investigation, they said, well, he drank 2 Red Bulls. Red Bull went out of there saying, no, it's not our product. Regardless of what Red Bull said, the French government banned Red Bull from being sold in France. And my understanding is that ban is still in place because one of their athletes died having 2 cans of Red Bull. So, and that was put down to the level of caffeine in there. Okay. So with the excess, it's a lot less caffeine. Okay. And the energy is slowly up and slowly comes down. So that's one of the big plus points worth mentioning to any customers you have. In terms of cost, I went out today and bought, it's a pack of 4 Red Bulls. I think it's, is that 100, 250 mil? This was £5.52 for 4. It comes to a pack of 4. So we sell excess as a pack of 12. So if there would be 3 packs of these would be equivalent to 1 pack of excess. So 3 times £5.50, you're talking around about £16.50 for 12 cans. And I believe that excess a 12 can is like 17, 18 pounds, which if you think about the cost, they are very, very comparable. So in terms of costs, excess is absolutely competitive in price with Red Bull when you buy a pack of 12. Okay. I know we don't have the presentation available because they're technical
Naka may have the
difficulties.
one that Tyne sent to her. Yeah.
But I just wanted to go verbally quickly. In the meantime, are there any questions that are coming up for excess that I might be able to answer for you?
Shall I share the screen and you go through it quick? Shall I share the screen? You want
With
Yes,
the
yes.
explain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we're
perhaps go
taking
to one of the slides.
explained
Just
very well.
close
But,
this.
anyway. Can you see the screen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
If you go,
Thank you.
keep clicking to the next slides,
Yeah.
Naka. There should be PDF files I've sent you over. Go to slide, I think 4 or 5.
Right.
Okay. Can you enlarge your
This
screen?
one? Actually,
Full screen.
yeah, just moving this. Is that full screen?
No, not yet.
No. There's a slide where it compares all of the access drinks and it tells you what they're good for. That's probably worth looking at.
This one.
That's the one. If you just go a little bit more, there you go. This is worth looking at because each of the products that have been around in the UK, underneath it tells you the sweetness level. Okay, and that's probably worth talking about as well. A lot of products in the US, for instance, have saccharin, and there's a lot of controversy about the sweeteners that are used. And I think Europe is very similar. Saccharin has a very bad reputation right now because it's been linked by some scientists as cancer causing. Okay, so in the US, if you have any products, any drinks with saccharin in there, or if they sell saccharin as the like small sachets to put into your coffee, they have a health warning on them. Okay, excess does not use saccharin. It uses ACE-K. Now, ACE-K does not have that kind of reputation that saccharin has. What the scientists are saying is that basically your body takes in the ACE-K, it hits the back of your tongue, that's where the taste buds are, that's where the sweetness comes in. And then the body will just get rid of that from the system when you go to the toilet. Okay. The other ones, phenylalanine and the other sweeteners are not as bad as saccharin, but they don't have a good reputation. There's a lot of doubt against them. So far, with the excess formulation, it has not been embroiled in that kind of controversy, which is a good thing for selling. So you can see the sourness, the bitterness, the saltiness, it's all labeled out quite nicely. When you go over to the right side, the power drink ginger passion, that's quite a little bit more unusual in the sense that it's just like the other drinks, power drink, a grapefruit, orange. It has vitamin B complex, but it also has added zinc and vitamin C. Now, zinc is a very good booster of the immune system. So you could argue that if you're feeling a bit down, maybe you're recovering from a cold or something, that the ginger and passion fruit drink would be a nice one to have. Okay. If you go over to the right side even more, you've got the latest one, Power Water, lemon peach, non-carbonated, so it's not fizzy. That has collagen and added biotin vitamin E, which is good for your hair and skin. Okay, so that's where they could help you there. When it comes to energy, there's some the question sometimes arises. Oh, I go to the gym. Can I drink my excess as when I go out to the gym? Yeah, you can do, but Amway has very specific products for gym people. And that's under the Access brand. So there are other products would be more suitable for the muscle building, the treadmill gym people, so to speak. But there's no harm in using this drink to recover afterwards. Okay, I think under the circumstances, Nako, I think that's probably all I have at the moment. The slides I'm sure you can share with everyone. They can go through the slides. These are Amway slides. Been out for a little while, so I'm not adding anything new here, apart from filling in verbally. There are other products on the market with the Access range, and you can cross-sell. So if you can sell Access, then you can cross-sell other products in the Access range as well. The really nice ones are the sachets that you mix with water, and that is specifically for going to the gym. Okay, and there's two products there. One is a green color, one is orange label. So if you go to the gym, you can have one for the pre-workout and one while you're doing the workout. If you're aerobics or whatever, high intensity, you can sip that drink with the sachet that you mix with water. And I've done that, and I must say, it does give you the extra boost of energy, lasts longer.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so
Okay.
explained very well. Yeah, thank you, and excellent demonstration. All right, thank you very much.
All right. Okay.
Thank you. Maybe I haven't got the time to show that video Tina shared, but anyway, maybe better put the video on Top Cam.
Yeah.
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 That's
Okay,
all.
so now, yeah, thank you very much, Daljit. Now, Tina, thank you for waiting, and please start your presentations. Please show the plan. Thank you. I just to get rid of pin. Okay. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Hey,
Okay.
can you guys hear me?
Yes, yeah, we can hear you.